So for the longest time I've been saying to the world that the internet, ladies and gentlemen, is undefeated, and there's nothing that can ever beat the internet at what the internet does best. This is exhibit A of why the internet is undefeated. So this guy made a TikTok with his girlfriend trying to say something, and then they were like, okay, you know what, this is what it looks like. You have a gun to her head. Then they added a person, rope around his arms. Another guy added an arm. Another guy added legs. Then another guy went a step further. He brought in an hostage negotiator out to the door. Then another guy went way out there as an FBI negotiator. Then, it's not it. This didn't end there. A guy started newscasting it. Another guy was behind the camera of the newscaster. And then another guy posted the whole thing by making it into a compilation. So there you have it, a very wholesome ending to a very wholesome project that just shows that the internet, ladies and gentlemen, is undefeated. And this by no means is a standalone situation. We're going to be doing a deep dive in the next episode about various people adding to a single TikTok and making it 10 times more epic than it originally was to begin with. So this happened recently. Floyd Mayweather fought Logan Paul and the GIF world went epically crazy. So these are GIFs to before the fight to get you all pumped. We're here to party and have fun. My opponent's small. My opponent's small. Got your head. Then I got beat up for it, but I got your head. And that was it. That's essentially what got you to the pre-roll of the fight. And then this is on the day of the fight. Logan Paul walked out with a Charizard around his neck because of course he did. Otherwise, why would he be Logan Paul? Then Floyd Mayweather walks out like this. I don't know what he was going for, but he did walk out like that. So make of that what you will. I do not know what he was wearing, but okay. Then the commentators are having a blast. That's okay. That actually kind of makes sense. Then this is apparently one of the best punches that Logan landed of the night. It was a clean shot to the ear of Floyd, and I don't know if that made a lot of sense. The referee seems to be completely disgusted at what he's witnessing. Wouldn't blame him. Floyd did kinda let him get that one, I suppose. Or maybe Logan timed that one right. So, hey, kudos to a good punch when you see a good punch. Then there was that miss and that clean, like, poop, that clean shot to the face. Look at that. Poop straight to the face, and Logan was like, oh, hug me, brother. Poop straight to the face, and Logan straight went for a hug. Look at that. His hand goes across and he's like, just hold me, bro, just hold me for a minute. Then we have here Logan tried that uppercut that Conor landed. So if you throw back to the Conor Floyd fight, this exact shot, if you wouldn't have hit the axilla, that is a weird place to aim, but if you wouldn't have aimed at that and the chin, that would have been exactly the same punch that Conor landed. This could be something that Logan actually worked on. Understand that Floyd is open for that uppercut. He threw that in there. Good shot. If he landed that thing, but he didn't. So, and then we knew that there was not going to be any winner announced. He just started screaming things, said I love you, said that he's a changed man. Yeah man, kudos to Logan for doing what nobody thought he could do, and that is last 8 rounds with one of the best boxers of all time, which he most evidently did. Even though it was an exhibition, he was 40 pounds heavier. And Floyd was older than he ever was. Floyd put on a clinic to show that he still has it, even though someone as hungry as Logan could not take him out, could not do anything. As a matter of fact, no shots that had Floyd hurt or even brought out the fighter in Floyd like the bout against Conor did. Floyd actually switched it on, turned into a Mexican boxer, because he knew that if Conor caught a second win like he did with Nate Diaz again, that would be a bad night for Floyd. And Floyd turned it on the way he of course always does. So 50-0 still, but according to unofficial records, he is 52-0. Tension was 51, Logan was 52. Jake might be 53. Who knows? Most evidently, Jake will be 53 because Gotcha Hat debacle is going to turn into a bigger fight than Floyd versus Logan. So let's just make believe that now Floyd has got a warm-up fight, right? Now he's going to jump straight back into camp and he's going to make another quick $100 million after he sees Jake fight Woodley. And my predictions for that one, I might get a lot of hate for this. Jake might win that fight. I'm just saying, Jake has got faster and more accurate hands than Woodley does. Woodley usually has his overhand rights, and he usually throws that overhand right bomb when he backs up to the cage all the way and then charges forward with it. Woodley doesn't really have clean combinations, and if Jake is faster and cleaner, that fight won't really go well for Woodley. So, by all specs of the imagination, Floyd might fight Jake real soon, ladies and gentlemen. But this event was one for the ages, nevertheless. Kudos to both of these athletes on making a bunch of money. Floyd made around $120 million. Logan made around $20 million. A bunch of UFC fighters got super butthurt about it. They were like, what are we doing wrong, bro? And then Dana White was like, why didn't you start a YouTube channel when you were 16 years old? Why don't you have an audience of millions of people watching you already? So I would have paid you the same amount of money because you're bringing in all new eyeballs. Why do my eyeballs have to come into play when you are a nobody? Curate you into being a somebody, and then you're coming to me and saying, why don't I make $20 million for a fight against Floyd Mayweather? Because, bro, a major reason for why even Logan made $20 million in this fight is because of this man right here. He is the A side by all specs of the imagination. So with that being said, this has been the front page of your internet. Or wait, at least it's been the front page of the Logan Mayweather fight.